We're at stage 4, inference, but the downstream half. You validate what goes into the model. The bug is what you do with what comes out. Pass that output unchecked into a browser, a shell, a database, a server fetch, and the model's answer becomes the exploit. We'll draw the sinks defensively, then the one habit that closes them: treat output as untrusted input. Improper output handling, LLM-5. The model's answer is untrusted too, and when it lands in a sink that trusts it, the answer itself becomes the exploit. Defensive, attack flow shown to defend it. Stage 4, inference. We're on the downstream half of prompt injection, what happens after the model speaks. Here's the whole picture: an input guard, the model, its answer as a string, and 4 downstream sinks waiting to act on that string. Everyone guards the input. You validate what users send in. But look at the output edge leaving the model. It's wide open. No guard, no encoder, no checks. The model's answer is just a string. One you didn't write, one you didn't check. It has no trust label attached to it, but your code is about to treat it like it does. Look where that string lands. Browser renders it as HTML, database runs it as SQL, shell runs it as a command, server fetches it as a URL. 4 sinks, 4 very different ways to act on a string. Browser sync. If the model's answer is rendered as HTML without encoding, the output is the exploit. We call this XSS, flow shown, no payload written. Database sync. Concatenate the answer into a query, and the output becomes SQL. The bug class is SQL injection. The model just wrote your where clause. Shell sync. Pipe the answer into a subprocess, and the output becomes a command. Command execution. The model is now your operator. Server sync. Fetch a URL the model produced, and you get SSRF. Your backend reaches inside your own network on the model's say-so. If the sink trusts the output is the exploit. It pairs with injection. Poisoned content from a page the model reads can steer what the model emits, aimed at a sink. The twin from episode 0401 lives here too. Flow only. OWASP names this LLM-5 improper output handling. It's the output side of the same coin as LLM-1, prompt injection. One gets bad input in, the other lets bad output out. The fix is the AppSec fix you already know. Encode for HTML, parameterize SQL, never shell out raw, allow list your fetch targets, put a gate at every sink, and treat the model's output as untrusted input. Payoff. Red output dots fly at all 4 sinks. Each one hits its green gate and stops. The tat row flips to val. Guard at the sink, not the model. The malicious string hits the encoder and dies. Rule of the episode: the answer is untrusted too. Validate at every sink, not at the model. Containment, not cure. Don't trust the output any more than the input. You've guarded the output, but there's a cheaper attack than stealing your model, making it answer until your bill does the damage. Unbounded consumption, next. Break it on the board, not in prod. The model's output is untrusted input. The moment it lands in a browser, a database, a shell, or a server's fetch call that trusts it, that string becomes XSS, SQL injection, command execution, or SSRF. The fix is the AppSec fix you already know. Encode, validate, sandbox at the sink. Never assume the model's answer is safe. Next, making the model answer until your bill does the damage. Break it on the board, not in prod.